Well, I got another project here, 1977 Honda Goldwing. However, I believe it's a newer engine in there because there's no kickstart. There's nothing, nowhere to plug in a kickstart in there. So I think this is a newer motor that's been put in here. Anyway, did a compression test on it. They're all pretty good. One's a little bit low, but I think it'll come up. This hasn't been run in a long time. Going through the carburetors, and I'll take you to that in a minute. I had to put a starter motor in it. It's down there. In order to get the starter motor in, I had to drop the pipes and actually unthread that one corner stud that holds the pipes in order to get that starter out of there. It was a pain in the butt. Also had to take the shifter linkage off. It's hanging down somewhere here. So that's got to be put back together. So like I say, I'm just getting started on this here. I'll show you the carbs. They're over in the other room here. Got them all taken apart, went through them, and I'm just bench testing it right now. And they've been on the bench test here for overnight and several hours today. It does get a tiny bit of residue in the bottom of the venturis. You can see it's just a little bit wet. It evaporates before it can even run out of the throat. You see there that's dry there. But now to put these back in case you haven't heard, this here cover here has to come off. You've got to get that off in order to wiggle it in there. I leave all the diaphragms, the metal diaphragms, out until I get the carb basically in place, and then I put them back in. It makes it a whole lot easier to get them back in. It's not that hard to take them out as you're trying to get them out of there. Another thing I do here, you'll see these manifold rubbers soaking. They were hard as rock, so I soaked them in a mixture of oil of wintergreen and alcohol. I believe it was about 30% oil of wintergreen and the rest alcohol, as powerful alcohol as you can get, just rubbing alcohol. And these have been in there overnight now, and they're there. Let's see if we're getting anywhere. They're still pretty hard. I think I'll probably end up leaving them in there for a couple of days before they finally soften up. Anyway, this is the point where I'm at right now. As I have time, I'll post other pictures on the project. I want to repaint the whole thing. This has just been rattle canned with some green that I don't particularly care for. So we'll sand all that down and repaint that stuff. Other things, the brakes got to be gone through. The front brakes seem to be okay. The rear brake, unfortunately on this one, you got to pull the rear wheel, pull the axle to get that rear master cylinder, or rear slave cylinder off of there, the wheel cylinder. It's you can see it's part of the axle there. Kind of a pain in the butt to get that taken out, but we'll pull that apart as well. Get a proper battery for it. I had to pull the battery out of my little quad to conduct the experiments on this here. What I like about the 77s, the older ones, is everything is metal. Your side covers that go on here, that's all metal. There's the side covers for the tank. Those are plastic, but the other side covers are actually metal. But they make a pretty good motorcycle when you get them all running good. Now somebody's put in the aftermarket ignition system. You can see a pretty hokey job of wiring it together there. I'll fix all that up properly so that that's weather tight, and looks cleaned up. But everything else seems to be good. I got it to start it before I pulled the carburetors out, and got it running long enough to check, and the stator is good. It's putting out 14.5 volts, and so that makes it worth it to get after. See this, this fan is free, so that's good. Back in there, you can spin that easily. So yeah, the instruments look nice. They're in real nice shape. All that works good. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. I'm just going to get these carburetors drained and get them back in the bike. That's the plan for this afternoon. So that's my video for today. I'll see you guys next time.